Alright, so my first thing on the top 5 things that I really like about the car is the automatic sensor for opening the boot. So I use this quite often when I want to put in my luggage and shopping, groceries, boxes and so on. Just click underneath and the boot should open up straight away. And again, I can just do the same to close it, and I use that quite often. So that's my number 1 used feature on the car at the moment. The second thing I like about the car is the auto high beam assist. Now this is a really cool feature if you're driving at night time and there's no street lights and it's really dark ahead of you. The high beams will come up automatically and they turn off if it senses any other cars coming in the distance, or you go around the bend and there's another car there, it will turn off itself. So that's really good in terms of a safety feature as well, so giving you visibility at all times. Number 3 is the safety features on the car. I really like the option of the lane assist. So you turn that on if you're driving on the motorways, it will shake the steering wheel, it'll vibrate it a little bit just to show you that you're swaying into different lanes, so it keeps you going straight. And the second safety feature is the autonomous emergency braking, the AEB. So if there's an obstacle coming ahead of you and you've just looked down for a second and you're not going to be able to stop in time, then the car will automatically brake for you, and I've had that before once, so it does work and I think it's really good. Right, so number 4 is the door handles. So you've probably seen the videos already that they come out and they go back in when you lock the car. I really like the idea of not being able to take your keys out of your pocket, so you can keep it there all the time and then control the car separately. So you press it once to take the handles back in, and you quickly double press as soon as it's gone in to completely lock it, and you should hear a beep, like so. As you can see, it's fully locked. I never have to take the key out of my pocket, and to unlock it, I just press it again and it comes out. There's also a feature if you're using the driver door, you can do it so that if you open it from there, none of the other door handles open up, just the driver door. It's a bit of a safety. If you're driving by yourself, you don't want to open up all of them around, just your one, so that's really useful as well. And number 5, after using it a year, I still think that is one of the most beautiful cars on the road. It's still turning heads, I still get people stopping to take pictures of the car, and again, I think it's one of the smoothest drives I've ever had. It's just really comfortable to drive, and also I think it's going to be one of the smoothest drives of any cars in the next year as well. So that's my top 5 things of the Range Rover Velar. So now I'm going to give you some top 5 things that I regret not buying with the car after using it for a year, so let's take a look at that. So the first thing I regret when using it, the car is obviously high up, it's an SUV, this is my first SUV I've got. One thing I would have really liked to order after realizing after a year now especially is a step. So when you open the door, you get a deployable step that comes out to help you assist get into the car. So obviously I'm not 6 foot tall or anything like that, so my friends are not that tall as well, so sometimes it can be a bit of a struggle to get into the car, so if we just had a step, it would just make things a lot easier. So that's my top thing that I regret not getting. The second thing I regret not getting is the front cameras. So I have rear cameras, rear parking sensors at the moment, so I'd like to get the front parking sensors, the front cameras as well, because when you're driving down these tiny little side roads, or you're going into, let's say, a car park which has barriers and raised pavements, or even if you go into a car wash, it's very tight space and you can't see from the driving point of view where actually the pavement cuts off because of the bonnet size and the height of the vehicle. So having those sensors makes a massive difference, and I wish I really got them from the beginning. Okay, so number 3, the navigation is really good on the car already, but one thing I would have really liked is the heads-up display. So I did do a test drive for a Velar before I bought this one, and the one I test drove had the heads-up display on there. It was really awesome. Obviously I didn't compensate for the value of it, so I decided to leave it out. Obviously that adds on a bit of extra cost when you're building the car. But now that I'm using it, I think the navigation on the projection of the road is a lot more useful than actually keep looking on the screen to your left. So I thought, you know, it's a nice to have feature, but that would have looked really awesome, and if I do upgrade, I would get that next time, definitely. Number 4, this does come in the very high spec version of the Range Rover Velar, but I would have really liked to get the cooled seats in addition to just the heated front seats, as well as the option to get the massage balls that you get on the backrests of the front 2 seats. I thought that would have been a really nice feature to have. People would have loved it. I go to the gym quite often, and when you get a lot of back pain, when you're driving and you turn the massage mode on in your seats, I think that's just a really cool feature to have in any car. And the last regret I have of the Range Rover Velar is the roof. So this year, in this summer in London, it's been really hot. We've had a massive amount of heat waves, and one thing I regret not getting is the black panoramic roof. So I think the car generally looks a lot nicer when the trim of the roof is entirely black and the body of the car is a different color. So obviously the white on the black will look really good. But in addition to that, having a panoramic roof, opening up all the way through the top and enjoying the weather, enjoying the sun, I just thought that would have been a really good option to have. At the moment there is no sunroof, but I can live with that for now. But if I do give an upgrade to the Velar in a few years time, then obviously that's one thing I'll definitely add. So just to finish off, there's a couple of things that I want to add to the wish list of the Range Rover. So the first one is Apple CarPlay. I know there's in-control apps that you can use for your Android phones, and it will display various different apps that you can get from the Google Play Store and use it on the screen. But some people have iPhones. I have an iPhone at home as well, and I'd like to connect some of my iPhone apps into the car. There is at the moment maybe 400 odd cars and models that are compatible with CarPlay. Land Rover and Velar specifically are not one of them. I'll leave a link in the description below to have a look at all the cars compatible with CarPlay. Now the Land Rover Discovery, a couple of the models on there do have CarPlay installed, although they have no plans to add that in the future for Velar. So that's one thing that I do wish that they work on in the future. The second thing is I wish they have a wireless charging port. They probably will be working on that fairly soon, but at the moment the Velar has an awkward positioning where you can't really put your phone up anywhere. I'm at the moment using a magnet just above the screen, and that seems to work well, but when I'm charging it, the cables just get in the way of the screen as well. So if they have a wireless charging port where you can just drop your phone, for me that would be a big win. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope that was a really good 1 year review of my Range Rover Velar. If you have any questions about the car itself, then please do drop a comment below. Otherwise, I will see you at the 2nd year review of the Velar. But subscribe, I've got some more features coming up. Got some more videos, more reviews of the Velar in general, so keep an eye out for those, and I will see you next time. Take care.